The debate for today is the top 3 free agents available right now.
Or contracts expiring.
Contracts expiring. Isaac, do you want to start with your 3?
I wanted to say Marcus Thuram, but it's he's basically signed for Inter Milan.
Yeah.
He's been pictured in Milan. What's wrong with me? But if I'm going to pick 3 players, first name on my list I'm going to go for is Wilfried Zaha. I think, sure, he's 30, but he's been a pivotal part of Crystal Palace for the last few years. He's clearly got a lot of talent. He's not lost his pace. I don't know who would pick him up. Maybe another Prem team, maybe like a foreign side. Who knows? But it'd be a very good signing for whoever picks him up. Another player which I'd like to mention is Roberto Firmino. He still had a very good season for Liverpool, goal scoring wise, and I think there's rumours he might go to Saudi. I wouldn't really want to see that.
No.
But I think someone out there. I saw someone mention Real Madrid. I thought, if Real Madrid signed him as like a backup option,
genuinely,
that'd be a very good deal.
He's a fantastic league technical player. Yeah. He's always been brilliant, to be fair, even when he hasn't been scoring the most. So, that is right. Or maybe him at like, I don't know, just like a club like Dortmund or something like that. Or just like, just a nice club, really.
I'm really struggling for a third option because, as much as I want to mention Reece Nelson, he's probably going to sign it.
Third, is he? And he's not third.
He might. He's a young player. He's got a lot of potential. But he's going to sign a new deal. Yeah. So do you know what? For the sake of it, it's the final episode. I will finally be nice to you, Jordan. I'm going to put David De Gea into this list because at the end of the day, if you're a club struggling and you just need a good shot stopper, you've got David De Gea on a free. You can give him a 3-year contract, 2-year contract.
For sure.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think you completely overlooked Skriniar. He's just got into the Champions League final. He's always brilliant on career mode, I must say. Fantastic young prospect. 28 now, though. Yes. However, he would. I mean, contract expiring. If a Premier League club came in for him, because a lot of these European players, they quite like the idea secretly in the back of their head, like if a Premier League club knocks on the door, I wouldn't mind that. Look at Keylor Navas with Nottingham Forest, things like that. So, I think could a Premier League club like, I don't know, Everton be a little bit cheeky and go, look, come over? I think that's entirely unrealistic.
Everton.
I was expecting Newcastle.
All right, Newcastle. Yeah. That's much better. Newcastle.
Man United are in for a second, right?
Newcastle.
That is the lowest you can go. Top,
Everton.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I've got the best replacement for Connor Cody available right now.
Yeah.
Hear me out. No one's going to agree with me here. This guy got to Champions League final. I don't know if it's good enough.
That reminds me of? Have you watched Sunderland Till I Die? And they're looking at free agents because they've got no money, and someone puts Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the list, and the director just goes mental.
And they end up signing Will Green.
Anyway, Skriniar, first on my list. Second, I am just unfortunately going off the market value on transfer market, but Marco Asensio, fine, he's going to PSG, whatever. His contract's expiring. He's won multiple Champions Leagues over the last years. That is another underrated player who's kind of been at the back of the scenes that Madrid don't really want anymore. And then I really like Zaha and Bobby Firmino. It's between them two for my third spot.
I have got 3 players that have been mentioned here. I have got Skriniar. I do have Skriniar, Champions League finalist.
Yeah,
it speaks for itself. I have got David De Gea. I think, in terms of how goalkeepers are, someone picks him up, they pick him up and go, that man was the best goalkeeper in the world at one point. Don't think you can look past that.
Yeah.
And the other player I've got is Wilfried Zaha, who I think still has a few years left in him. I think he could go to a decent European side. I still think he could do well for a decent AC Milan, a Dortmund.
I think it'd be fantastic at Dortmund.
Yeah.
One of those teams. I think that's a fantastic pick. I did want to mention one player in particular that I would like to have in this list, but I'm not sure.
I think I know.
We're going to have in this list. Do you think you know?
Can I guess?
Go on.
Phil Jones?
No.
Oh.
Jesse Lingard?
No. They don't actually play in the men's game.
Oh!
Alessia Russo.
Do you know what? Yeah, I forgot. Do you know what? I feel like an absolute idiot right now because we discussed this on the walk here.
We did.
And I forgot we were going to include her. And now that you mention it, yeah.
Alessia Russo.
De Gea's out my list.
Zaha's out mine.
Because I'm sorry, but if you compare Alessia Russo to the men's game, in terms of market value, age, English tax, it would be like Declan Rice being available on a free.
Yeah.
So I think Russo goes into my list. Because genuinely, people aren't talking about this free signing as much as possible. Maybe because it's the women's game, but it is mental that she's available on a free.
Yes.
It is actually mental.
Yes.
Imagine if Marcus Rashford at the age of 22 has a contract run out and Arsenal signed him.
Yeah.
I'm saying Arsenal because it's almost like definitely happening that she's going to Arsenal.
So,
But-
I mean, I think Alessia Russo is in with a shout here. For sure.
I think she is, and it'd be nice to include a women's player in the list. We don't usually do that.
Also, the thing that makes it even more mental is that the team which is getting her broke the record transfer bid in women's football in January.
Yeah.
And then
it
a
got
few months
rejected.
later, free money. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So,
I think
for me, my final top three is Skriniar, De Gea, and Russo.
I'm going Russo number one because of.
Oh, mine was in no particular order.
Oh, no
by the
particular,
way.
should we just go no particular order? Is that better?
No, we'll do.
No,
we'll
we'll
do
make
it.
it top
I'm going to
three.
go Russo number one purely because of market value for the women's game in terms of what that offers. It's the free signing I would make on. Do you remember on career mode? Almost everyone's contracts run out. I would almost always sign someone on a free and then just sell them, and that's like 100 mil made. In the women's game, this is effectively money laundering. Like if Arsenal sold her, it's dodgy as hell. But like in terms of market value, it's insane. I think I have to put Zaha in there, and then. We've got to put Skriniar. Have we got Skriniar?
To be honest,
I think Skriniar.
So Skriniar, Zaha.
I don't think David De Gea gets in the top three.
really?
No.
I was being really,
there.
I was being really nice when I
Why?
put her in. Look, because we aren't saying it.
No, but why? No, but
Okay,
why?
all right. Say you.
Why aren't you saying? Why are you saying
'Cause I think they're three
Zaha,
better.
Zaha over
man.
De Gea?
Let me talk, man. Because I just think okay. Say you're a club that's trying to pick up a couple of free agents in the summer. Unless most clubs have they have their goalkeeper. They have that guaranteed. And if they are going to go for a goalkeeper, they're going to go for the next. If you're Tottenham, you're going to go for Raya. You're going to go for Vicario or something like that. I know. Okay, fair enough. There's your clubs lower down that would love a David De Gea, but who they want more? A David De Gea or a Skriniar, who is arguably in his prime, has just got to the Champions League final.
I've got Skriniar in my list, right? I think David De Gea is a better free agent option than Wilfried Zaha
I
is.
disagree.
I think David De Gea.
No, I disagree as well, because Zaha's got a lot to offer. He's been at Palace for a couple of years. He's 30, and
David De Gea doesn't have a lot to offer.
Not as much as he used to.
Hold on. I don't want to abuse.
Zaha
I don't
is-
want to abuse Transfermarkt. Because Transfermarkt, he is worth €9 million more. So it's actually a better.
but he's a
financial
goalkeeper. They're worth.
Yeah, I know. Okay, and he's 36,
That's
but
not a good
I
point.
do think Zaha is still.
He's only 2 years younger.
Zaha's not operating at his
Gea.
peak anymore. He's not operating at that, but he's still operating at a decent level.
Neither is
And I
De Gea.
think for a free, for an option to add goals to your team, I think most teams in the top 5 European leagues should look at him.
I think also let's think about David De Gea's. It's hard to compare a goalkeeper to an attacking player.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do that. For me, David De Gea comes into a team as well as a free agent this season. I don't want to abuse this, right? But he did win the Golden Glove in the Premier League this season. Just gone.
Yeah,
He did.
He had the
It's a
most
great-
clean
it's a great
sheets in the
point.
Premier
It's a
League.
great point. Yeah.
He's a fantastic shot stopper, right? I would say he goes into a team and he guarantees them more clean sheets than they had in the previous season.
You can't argue that, really, can you?
And from that perspective, I think De Gea. I think the two things you have to compare with De Gea and Zaha when you're comparing a goalkeeper and an attacking player is how many goals would Zaha contribute and how many clean sheets would David De Gea contribute.
Yeah.
I think De Gea contributes more clean sheets than Zaha does goals.
He's got us there. I'm not going to lie. It's a fair point.
You concede?
Yeah, I concede that. I really
So
will.
what we're saying? We're saying Russo.
But I think Skriniar's ahead of De Gea.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Skriniar's ahead of so
But
we
for me,
say.
David De Gea
So in
has to
terms
be
of
in.
order, we're going Russo, Skriniar, De Gea.
I'm very happy.
We
with
fair
I'm
with
happy
that?
Yeah.
I'm very happy with
Fair
that.
with that.
So
Fair
there
with
you
that.
go.
Alessia Russo is the best free agent on the market right now.
Yeah. 2 Manchester United.
And
potential
Charlotte's going to be even better. When the next FIFA comes out, you can put her in our ultimate team. That news broke yesterday. So
Well, there you go.
You can put.
women are in our ultimate team next year.
Wow.
Well, no, because
Elite.
people have said it's unrealistic. And do you know what I say? It's a bit unrealistic that you can play Neuer up front and and Maradona's on the game.
It's a game.
Exactly, that's my point.
None of it's realistic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just
You're-
like, you do know Maradona's dead, right? And you can play with him.